which is interesting,
Mm.
is that the audience might not know that we know each other also from music school. We're both recovering opera singers.
I love that. Recovering opera singers.
Uh-huh.
True.
And you know what I wanted to say? I wonder if this has any thought to you. I often wonder if opera singers make great spiritual leaders because we have to learn something, which is like when you're on stage for a long time, for a long role, you will make mistakes. It's not possible not to make any
Mm-hmm.
mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to always go by the rule of, okay, I'm fine for 3 mistakes. So first 3 mistakes, I'm not going to worry about it. And I did that, and because of that, I never really made the 4th one. Like after oh my gosh, that's 2
Yeah.
mistakes. I kind of upped my
Right.
game, and then it was better. And you don't worry about it. Well, I made mistakes. So did everyone else.
Yeah.
It's live theater, and because of that, I don't know. I feel better about making mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and everybody does it. Nobody's perfect. But I apply that to other things too. I always tell my daughter, I make birthday cakes for my kids, not professionally or anything, but I would always do all the decorations and the fancy things. And my daughter has done that too. And what I always tell her is it's doing a perfect cake. It's about how are you going to hide or fix the mistake that you make?
You just
Because
boss that.
Exactly. It's that.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, that's a really bad thing that I did there. How can I make this a swirly? Like, oh, it's really fancy now. But it's so true. That lesson can be applied to a lot of things in life. But yeah, I guess we definitely, our feet are in the fire when we're on stage though. And you kind of have to let it go real quick.
I know. I see a lot of singers who are now spiritual leaders, and I always think, I wonder if we have a leg up when we start because we already know that mistakes are okay. I mean, I have thousands of videos as in like tag light workers and everywhere. And I usually make mistakes, and it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, we all do. We all do. If you kept redoing it to make it perfect, I think you're never going to get there. And then I think the energy is too concerned about being perfect. Then the original vibration of that you were trying to put out there is not the same.
That's right.
And that was a lesson for me to learn because I am a singer and I do have an ego, right? That I've been working on, done a lot of work on, but it's like you got to let go of the analytical stuff and just be like, the vibration behind that sound healing was exactly where I wanted it to be. So I'm going to let the rest of that go because they told me it had the energy it needed. So I'm not going to redo it.
I have some old videos that I'm desperate to redo.
And my thinking mind is like, no. Yeah,
I have this fairy attunement from like 2017. It's got terrible sound. I got a stupid background of like my living room. And I'm like, I'm so like high on fairy energy. And they're like, you cannot redo that video. And I'm like,
Yeah, no,
it works though. It's very powerful.
And it's funny because the ones that I like want to change or redo are ones that people are like, oh, that was amazing. I'm like, really? So I just trust and I let it go because it had the intention behind it that it was supposed to. I'm going to stop judging it. Hard to do. But the other thing I was going to say, you talked about opera singers having a leg up. And I think one thing that help us a lot is just because we're so in tune with vibration and sound and just singing is running that sound and vibration through the body. Our body is our instrument. We're not playing another one. It's actually playing us. The energy and the sound is playing us. And I think that can be extremely healing and balancing when done in an aligning way.
Yeah. Plus, we have to be so in tune with our bodies. It's not a new thing to get in tune with your body to see if you feel off, if you need a clearing, if your chakra needs a little help, a little self-reiki, a little tuning up, tuning forks, a little bit, whatever, singing bowl.
Yeah. We have great awareness of ourselves.
Yeah.
Every little muscle and what it's doing.
You got to know all the things like.
Right. Oh my goodness. That's very true. I started teaching voice lessons to my daughter and my niece, and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you just control it. Open your eustachian tubes. They're like, what? What's a eustachian tube? I'm like,
you're going to have to get that little,
it's like
the face.
The chart, No, I can do that because I can manipulate each of these little muscles because I've spent years practicing these skills.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've practiced every little muscle and every little weird, crazy thing in her face and her neck.
Yeah, relation of different things. Yeah. So I do think that journey is actually extremely helpful.
It is helpful.
It does apply to the spiritual path as well.
Working on this tiny little thing. Working on this tiny little trigger, working on this tiny little reaction.
Now do all 75 of those at the same time. No, at Facebook, commenting on people's posts that you disagree with, it's really just an exercise in futility because no one's going to change their mind by anyone else's comment. So it's kind of like
stirring up full.
Yeah,
or
go somewhere
distraction for
else.
yourself.
Yeah, go to another post that you agree with. Just leave that one, let it go.
You know
It's
that
like,
Facebook does that. They know what you disagree with and they put it at the top of your feed so that you might fall into that trap because that's what Facebook is about. It's about duality. It is Meta is the king of duality.
true. But my feed is full of puppy dog videos because that's
My
all I click
Instagram
on.
feed, it's like a million cats. If I see a spiritual thing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I do for a living. But most of the time, I'm like, look at this
Right.
cat.
I can't get enough of the golden retriever videos. So now that's all I see. Yes. And if it's not that, then I scroll quickly because I'm like, I don't want that to come in my feed. Don't even click another dog video.
Oh, yeah, on Facebook, I'm constantly like, news this person for 30 days.
Right. But again, the choice to create your environment that you desire to be in, that's a choice. So you
It is a
can
choice.
use Facebook as a tool and not let it control you, but you have to do it with intent.
Yeah, I have a beautiful Facebook group and you're in it. And it's
Mhm.
amazing. People are so
Yeah.
nice. They help each other.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
like bombing you. I don't have to throw out
Right.
scammers every day. It's fantastic.
There are a
And I
lot
go
of
into other
really great
groups
groups. Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah. So if I come across a group like that that people are being not loving, then I leave it
right.
and I can create my feed of just groups that are supporting each other. There's so many great spiritual people that are posting things, or even if it's just like a quote that remind me something that'll help me for my day, then that helps me. Then it was a positive experience instead of somebody disagreeing with something I said or me disagreeing with something they said. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
pointless.
choice.
I
Choice.
just leave those comments alone.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
But I love in my group seeing your face when you make your beautiful videos.